I was living on the streets, you know, shooting tons of dope, smoking tons of crack, shooting meth, robbing and stealing.
You don't realize until like you are standing out there late at night in like the middle of downtown Burlington, and I was scared. I've never really been suicidal in my life, but I was definitely like at the edge.
I was homeless for almost 3 years. My addiction took me from like having an awful relationship with my parents to being asked to leave their house.
I didn't have any money, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a job, and I was like, oh, how am I gonna navigate all of this?
There was a waiting list and no beds available. So it was crucial that I didn't go back out to the streets.
Hey, dinner time.
But yeah, you put a lot of time into your meetings and the home group and everything like that. So you're really staying on top of that, which is great. Working hard, getting some money saved up.
Recovery housing at its very fundamental core is really about the idea that you have people who are walking the same walk and who are on the same journey, living side by side with each other. We get to experience life together, and we get to share those experiences, and we get to commiserate with each other, and we get to learn together, and we get to grow together, and we get to stumble and fall together as a peer, as opposed to somebody talking to us from a position of authority or trying to regurgitate something that they may have learned from a book.
Knowing that someone else has an understanding of what types of pains actually exist make recovery so much, I don't want to say easier, but more meaningful.
Oh, they need to take out their recycling. I was in jail for the 3rd time, and I guess I had a spiritual awakening because I just saw what path I was going down. I guess it was the repeat jail, rehab, back to jail. I had a clear vision of where my future was headed, and I did not like it at all.
The judge let me out of jail to go to rehab, and I ended up completing the rehab, and then they sent me here.
I have the extra bit of security that I need, that extra bit of push and also. Now I'm required like 4 meetings a week, but I go to one every day. I do that because I need it. I want to survive, and I'm gonna.
There are a lot of jobs out there, but when you're homeless and you don't know, where you're gonna sleep that night, you don't have clean clothes, you feel bad about yourself, and then people expect you to say, oh, it's 6 a.m. or whatever, time to go to work. You're in survival mode.
VFOR is really great about connecting people to resources, and without that direction and navigation, I wouldn't have built a community here, and I don't know that I'd still be sober.
I really took the steps necessary and started taking action and really started recreating myself.
VFOR enabled me to have a steady, safe place to stay, and then I was able to get my ID so then I could get ahead and get a job, and life can begin, so to speak.
And I really appreciated the fact that it was like the foundation of recovery, right? Because like that's what I was trying to work on building myself personally, was a foundation.
For me, it's been like not only life-changing, but it's basically saved my life. Like I feel like it saved my life.
6 months from now, I'll be living in my own place and continue to work on getting custody of my kids back. I am working on getting into a master's program.
We are committed to an organization that will outlive all of us and that will help people that we'll never meet. Whether it's grant funding or it's individual donors or it's major gifts, we absolutely owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to future versions of ourselves and Vermonters down the road with substance use disorder to really, lean into that work and ask for the generosity of others to be able to have a sustainable organization that's around.